It's brunch with Brian. Yes, it is. And today I want you to do a quiz. This is going to be fun. Okay, this is going to be fun. So get out a piece of paper. Okay, get out a piece of paper. You're going to write down 5 areas. This is what I call a self-ranking quiz. Okay, I came up with this recently, and I think it's helpful to kind of see where you're at. All right, so I hope you guys are all there and listening in and got your piece of paper ready. There's 5 categories I want you to write down, and I want you to score yourself from 1 through 10 in every area. What's a perfect score? 50. 50 is a perfect score. Okay, so I'm going to go through the 5 areas, and I want you to write these down, and I want you to score yourself on each area 1 through 10. Okay, so write these down. Okay, the number 1 area is I want you to write down desire. Okay, what's your desire level? Okay, do you have a high desire level? And what's really good to foment your desire? If you guys, desire is the 2 emotions that are so important for success. The most 2 important emotions are desire and faith. Okay, so desire, you got to want it. I mean, if you just kind of want it, or if you just want it a little bit, if you're kind of complacent, if your life is actually pretty good, and you know, how much are you really going to put yourself through to raise your lifestyle to another level? Okay, so if your desire is like, you know, kind of, waffling around 5, that's not good enough. So what are we going to do for your desire? We're going to pump up that desire through visualization, through getting a vision board and a bucket list going. If you don't have a bucket list going, shame on you. Okay, and a vision board. What's really possible in your life? Okay, and vision boards are easy. All you got to do, don't think you have to create some big collage. Okay, what you do for your vision board is you open up a new file. If you have not done this yet, and I've mentioned this before, so if you haven't done this yet, do it now. Open up a new folder on your desktop and call it Vision Board. Then anytime you're on the internet and you see a cool picture of a car or a cool picture of anything that you want in your future, left click it, copy, paste it into your folder. So just pretty soon you'll find you have 20 or 30 pictures that are very motivating. And you can even go out and search for some pictures like your vacation. What's your next vacation? What is your ideal vacation? What's your bucket list vacation? Okay, I want to go to 2 places that I haven't been to, Ireland and Iceland. They only have 1 letter different, but those are the 2 places I'm half Irish, and my dad went to Ireland before he died, and it was significant for him emotionally. So I'd love to go to Ireland. And then the other one is I'd love to see Iceland. Iceland seems like a really cool place to me, and very dramatic topography and just very interesting. Okay, so let's get some chiming in. Where's everybody today? Come on, comment, you guys. Let me know you're here and you can hear me and everything. All right, so desire is number 1. What's number 2 is faith. Okay, so rank yourself on your desire. How much do you want it? How much do you want to have success? And use visualization to increase your desire. Number 2 is faith. How much faith do you have in yourself? If I say you are going to make a lot of money in real estate, you are going to make a lot of money in real estate, how much do you say, yes, absolutely, 100% that is true? Okay, so that's sort of an indication of your faith. How much faith do you have in yourself? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe you're going to be successful? Do you believe, you're a good person? That's actually part of your faith, actually. And even faith in a higher power is kind of part of your faith. So faith overall is a wonderful commodity. And thank you. Who's chiming in? Roger? Yes, Roger. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? So guys, so first desire, second faith. Okay, faith, having faith in yourself. If you have no faith in yourself, will you take action? No, because you don't think it's going to lead to anything. You're not going to take action if you have zero faith or low faith. So how do we build our faith in ourselves? What do I do every day with you on Brunch with Brian? Affirmations, affirmations. And remember, motion creates emotion. So when you're saying your affirmation, you're not mumbling it and with slumped shoulders. You're rocking it. You're pumping your fists. You're, getting excited about your affirmations, jumping up and down like Lynette. All right. So yes, you need more desire. Yes, you need more faith. Those are the two emotions that will get you there, that will help you succeed and will make you make those phone calls when you don't feel like it. Okay, so build up your desire and faith. Every minute you spend doing visualization to build your desire or affirmations to build your belief in yourself, every second you're doing that is some of the best spent time in your day. So trust me on this. Get that vision board, get that bucket list, start visualizing if you're not, at least for a couple of minutes each day. It's fun. It's fun. You get to kind of picture your life. Now, what's the one scary thing about visualization? You're building up your hopes, aren't you? Yes, you're building up your hopes. And what happens if you have high hopes? You can get disappointed. So does it take actually some courage to build your desire? Yes, let's be courageous. You have to actually possibly face disappointment. Oh, well, that's life. Okay. Life is full of disappointment, but it's also full of success and joy and happiness when you commit. Okay. Excuse me. Bless. Excuse me. Okay. There we go. Got that out. All right. So now desire and faith. So faith, it takes some courage and some bravery to really visualize and buy into your goals. Okay. Then that's the faith component. Faith in yourself. Build that desire. Build that faith through affirmations. I believe in myself. I'm a success story. I am successful. You don't say I'm gonna be. That's not how you do visualizations. You don't say, I'm going to be successful, because you're trying to convince your subconscious mind it's already happening. That's the idea. So you're saying, I'm super successful. I'm a successful real estate investor. I'm a real estate winner. That's one of my favorites. I'm a real estate winner. My family and I deserve financial freedom. That's another one I like. If you don't have that one written on your list of affirmations, write that one down. My family and I deserve financial freedom. And then another one I also like is I have a path to financial freedom. That was a stumbling block for me. I never had a path until, I found real estate and got it worked out. So I have learned a lot from a lot of different gurus. Okay. So I have a pretty eclectic education, and I've pulled the best from everybody I've ever learned from, and I've coagulated it into our systems, and that's what the what to say and what to do system is. Every script, every step, everything you need to succeed. So when you say I have a path to financial freedom, what's the path? It's what to say and what to do system. Okay. And that's only a $9.97 system. That is all you need for success in real estate. And we used to sell it for $2,000, and now we're offering it for $9.97. So if you do not have the what to say and what to do system, and you're filled with desire and faith, you don't have a path. So let's get the path lined up. Make sure you got the what to say and what to do system, and you're using it. You're going through it. You're doing the quick start daily plan that lays out your first 30 days in the business, and you're taking action. Okay. So desire, faith. What are the other parts I want you to rank yourself in on this self-ranking quiz? So what did you rank yourself on desire 1 through 10? What did you rank yourself on faith? And be honest. No, you don't have to share this with anybody. This is just for you. And if you say 10 on desire, that means you got nowhere to go. So probably, even if you think your desire is super high, I'd probably say 9, because you can always have more desire. You can always visualize more and focus on your bucket list and get excited, so 8 or 9 is great, and if you write 10, that's fantastic. That means you're probably doing visualization. All right. So desire and faith. Now we're getting some good people chiming in. Memo. Good job. Great accountability status with quiz. Okay. Now let's keep going on the quiz. So desire and faith, rank yourselves there. What's next? Timing. Okay. Think about that. Timing. How is your timing for real estate investing? And hopefully, sometimes life is kind of strange and you're your regular work is like super stressful or super demanding right now, and you feel like, wow, I just don't even have the emotional energy. It's not that you don't have the time. You can usually find a few hours, and really that's all you need. If you put 5 hours into your real estate per week regularly, you'll be successful. You don't need more than 4 or 5 hours a week. You can get an amazing amount of calls done and contact and talk to a lot of people in 4 or 5 hours a week. Absolutely. So 4 or 5 hours a week is all you need. But if you don't have enough desire and faith, you're not going to put in the time. Okay, so I call this timing, but I also call this readiness. Okay, so rank yourself on timing. Okay, what is this the perfect timing for you? I can tell you that it's summertime. That's a good time. I mean, if it was the depths of winter, if it was like Christmas was tomorrow, it would be a little weird timing. Okay, but now is when the market is the hottest during summertime. This is the time. The timing in terms of the market is great. Plus, it's the best market we've had in a long time. A couple of years ago, when the interest rates were really low, it was such a blazing hot seller's market. It was hard to find a deal. But when the rates went up, what happened? A lot of buyers decided, well, I'm going to wait. I'm going to sit on the sidelines. Now, I want you to write this down. There's a magical interest rate, 5.5%. Watch the interest rates. Okay, you don't really maybe watch the interest rates that much because you don't do a lot of stuff with banks. Mostly we do seller financing deals, and the bank rates don't really matter. However, we do some stuff through regular private lenders, and so we do sometimes buy properties using funding. So that's important to understand the rates, but also that 5.5 rate, when it gets back down under that, you're going to see it start to shift again back to a seller's market. Okay, now this is not going to happen until after the election, probably into next year at some point. So you certainly have probably 12 months, to really make some hay. Okay, make hay when the sun shines. So while the rates are higher and buyers are waiting, that's when we've got more motivated sellers, and that's when we have longer DOM, days on market. If you want to check your days on market in your area, go on Redfin, redfin.com, and there's a little, it's kind of hard to find, but it's called Market Analytics, and it's up in the corner, and it's kind of light gray. And you click on that, and all of a sudden, you put your city in there. Okay, so put your city in, Cincinnati or whatever, and then click market. You're clicking Market Analytics for that city, and then that will give you days on market. It usually gives you 4 or 5 pages of pretty good information about any city. So check that out. That's a good source. Okay, desire, faith, timing, and let's just say it's great timing. Guys, is there any better time than the present? What are you going to say? You're going to say, no, next year is going to be better timing? No, the time is the best time is the present. The only time is the present. The only time you can take action is the present. So if you put down 5 for timing, I understand maybe things are just insane in your life right now. But timing is important, and certainly the market is cooperating with us on timing. So get ready, whatever it takes for you to say this is the perfect timing, do it, because the market is great. Okay, so what's the next one? What do we got? Desire, faith, timing. You're ranking yourself 1 through 10 on these. And then the other ones are, what else do we got? We got, what was the other ones? I just came up with this test actually. So the next one is skills. Rank yourself on your skills. Okay, so some of you have been doing this a while. Some of you are pretty slick on the phone. I've heard you. We do events, and at our Leads to Deeds event that we used to do 2 times a year, we would have people come in and we would actually have them on the phone with the sellers. So we'd be coaching them up, and sometimes people are pretty good. People have some good skills, some good phone skills. They're good. Guys, listen, you got the scripts. That gives you automatic good phone skills if you just practice the scripts a little bit. And if you're calling 10 or 20 sellers, remember our baseline is 20 calls per week. That's our baseline KPI, key performance indicator. If you're calling 20 people a week and talking to people, you will get even better at your skills because you're talking to people, you're practicing. Okay, so role play. If you feel like your skills on the phone are a little deficient, role play with people, role play the scripts. What's the greatest script on the planet for you to make money in creative financing real estate? It's the seller financing closing call. And I have absolutely no hesitation in saying that is the greatest script ever written to close a deal, to close a seller financing deal. Okay, so it's called the seller financing closing call. It's in your what to say manual. If you read that over, it's about 2.5 pages long. If you just read that over and over and over, that will raise your skill level massively, because that's almost the whole business right there. The whole business encapsulated in 2.5 pages. All right, so your skills, and then you need things like time management skills. Are you not putting in your 4 or 5 hours? Then you have time management skill problems. Okay, what other skills do you need? You need some skill in filling out paperwork, but not a lot. It doesn't take that much. There's some baseline skills, but mostly it's just talking to people on the phone. And some of you guys have had sales type jobs. You talk to customers a lot. You have very high phone skills, and that obviously is a big plus. Okay, and if you don't have that, what's going to happen? You're going to develop it quickly. Guys, you do 2 weeks of phone calls, your phone skills skyrocket. So again, skills is important. Skills in time management, skills in paperwork, skills in talking on the phone, skills in going out and meeting people and being good at walking through a house. I can tell you right now how to be good at walking through a house. Write down features and fixes. When you do a house tour, don't just wander around taking pictures. Write down as you do the tour features, anything you'd write on a Zillow ad, and fixes, things that little repairs that might need to get done. I'm telling you, you look like a pro. All right, so that's another little tip. See, that's just keep listening to me and your skill level will skyrocket, because I talk about skills all the time. Okay, so what's next? Skills. And then lastly, so we got desire, faith, timing, skills, and commitment. Commitment is huge, obviously, guys. That's the most important thing of all. How committed are you to realizing your desires and your goals? So, if you have very high desire and very high, faith, you're probably, going to have automatically some pretty good level of commitment. But how committed are you? I mean, are you at an 8? Or are you at a 9? Most of you guys who tune in every day here probably feel like you're at a 10, and that's great. Okay, you're committed to this. You're going to keep trying no matter what. Okay, and that's the key. You've never failed at anything you've ever tried. Huh? What? I failed at things? No, you haven't. Okay, I'm going to give you a piece of information. You've never failed at anything. What has failed has been your plan failed, and then you quit. You shouldn't have quit. What should you do? Make smart adjustments. Okay, so when you're committed, you will go through obstacles. You will have setbacks. There will be times when you're feeling not 1000% committed because you're going through a rough patch. That's okay. Just so long as overall you say, I'm never going to quit. I'm never going to quit this. I'm just going to keep making what? Smart adjustments. That's one of my favorite 2-word phrases in the world is smart adjustments, because that means I don't ever have to fail at anything. Guys, just when you set a goal, you commit to that goal, you have great desire, faith, you put yourself out there and you do your visualization and you commit to that goal. And then what do? You just keep trying stuff. Okay, well, this didn't work. Well, let me try this. Well, let me try this. It's trial and error. Okay. And as long as you keep trying trial and error, you won't fail. You can't fail because you're going to keep trying until you succeed. The only thing that can stop you is dying. So don't die. Don't die until you succeed. Keep trying and stay committed. And I'm telling you, you will succeed, guys. Even if you try a long time, you only need a couple of deals to really change your life in this business. What if you had 2 properties right now, 2 rentals that each had a $500 a month positive cash flow, and you had $1,000 coming in every month, whether you got out of bed or not? Okay, that's a pretty small scale investor profile, two rental properties, but that's life changing. So then you can imagine, well, if I really stick to this and keep my nose to the grindstone and I get 2 or 3 deals a year for the next few years, I'm going to be a real estate winner. And of course, you can do a lot better than that. You can go faster than that. So it's really important, though, that you have these 5 things. So what did you score yourself? Now, like I said, I want you to leave yourself some room for improvement. So if you say I'm a 50, that's great, but I'd rather have you say I'm a 45. I'm 9 in every category, because you want to think, okay, how could I get to 10? Okay, because I know, let's face it, guys, we could all get a little bit better in all of those areas. Okay, so we can all improve our skills a little bit. We can all get a little bit better desire. We can all build our desire and faith. Now, timing is the thing that you can give yourself better timing. If you say my timing isn't perfect, what's wrong? Clear it up. Get it taken care of. If your timing isn't good because something is hanging over you, or there's some thing at work going on, get it solved, and then you'll have and then the timing will be perfect. So you can improve in each of these areas. Leave yourself a little wiggle room. I'm tempted always to give myself straight 10s and say I'm a 50, but again, I like to have a little bit of room for improvement, and we can always get better. All right, so now my scoring is, if you got 40 or above, okay, so you ranked yourself on all 5 of those areas, 1 through 10, and now add it all up, and 50 is a perfect score. If you get 40 or above, you are destined for success. Okay, you have everything you need to be successful, and you just need to make sure you stick to your schedule. Okay, so that, if you're at 40 or above. Okay, if you're 30 to 40, then what do you need? You need more training. Okay, training will raise your scores. Training will training affect my desire? Yeah, because it makes it more real somehow. Will training, and your faith? Yes. So the more you train, definitely your faith goes up, because you start saying, wow, this isn't brain surgery. This isn't rocket science. I could probably do this. The more you train, the more you realize it's not that hard, really. It's not that tough of a business. Okay, so that will raise your faith. Your timing, you'll feel like my timing is better. The more you get trained, the more you're going to feel like you're ready. So that's going to feel like your timing is getting better and better. And the more you apply yourself and focus, the better you're going to get in your level of commitment and your skills. For sure, obviously, training is meant to increase your skills. So if you feel like your skills are not that great right now, like you ranked yourself a 5, then what do you need? You just need more training. You just need the scripts out of the what to say system, and you need to role play them. I'm telling you, if you take the FSBO opening call script and the seller financing closing call script and just read them through a couple times and role play them with somebody who's encouraging, you're going to feel like your skill level just shot up. Your skills just went from 6 to 8. Okay, so skills is very malleable, and just get trained. Okay, if you're between 30 and 40, you're getting trained, and that's the same thing with your commitment. If the more you get trained, every minute you spend training, you're building your commitment. You're saying, well, why am I putting this time and effort into this? Because I'm committed to doing it. Okay, so every bit of training will raise your score in all these areas, including your commitment, all 5 areas. So get more training, focus on your what to say and what to do system. Come to every brunch with Brian. I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm sorry I missed Monday, guys. Some stuff came up, so sorry about that. So just keep getting trained. Now, what if your score is 30 or less? Okay, if your score is 30 to 40, I want you to get trained. If your score is 30 or less, get lost. No, I'm kidding. Don't get lost. Get serious. Okay, that's a mental thing. A lot of these things are mental. So if you're under 30, if you're scoring yourself under 30, you need to get serious. Okay, if you want to make serious money, you have to have a serious approach. You have to have a serious mindset. You got to put the time in. And if you're not serious, you're not putting the time in, and you're not going to get the results. Okay, so rank yourself on all those areas. And if you're a 45, I think that's a perfect score, because it gives you a little room for improvement, right? Sandra, hi, it's great you're chiming in. I haven't heard from you for a while. So definitely, guys, I love it when you chime in, especially if I haven't heard from you for a while. JT, visualize your future. Yes, guys, what does visualization help? Which score does it raise? It raises up your faith. So the more you visualize, the more faith you're going to have in yourself and your success. God bless. God bless 3 times is good luck. Okay, God bless. Yes, say it 3 times, guys. Affirmations, I'm a huge believer in any affirmation, and God wants me to succeed. I like that one. That's one that makes me feel good when I say it. God wants me to succeed. Because God wants me to be a warrior for good in the world. And if I have a lot more money and time to help people because my real estate is so successful, I can be a warrior for good in the world, and I can be less worried about my own situation and more helping others. That's so important. Okay. So yes, thank you, JT. And Roger, bless you. Thank you. Bless you. Bliss you. I like that. Bliss you. Okay. So bliss, that's one of my favorite words. I love words. I am a wordsmith and I absolutely love words. I love words that motivate me. And there's some words that I really like. Scrumptious is a word I like. I know that's a funny word, but whenever I need a little smile, scrumptious is one of my words I like. I have a scrumptious life. Okay, it kind of makes you think it's kind of funny, but it's also puts a smile on your face. But obviously, bliss is a great word. Ecstasy. I am in ecstasy from my success. Yes, awesome. Any words that get you excited and build your desire. Build your desire. Bliss builds your desire because you think I can have bliss, right? Isabel, happy Thursday, everybody. Roger, never quitting. Exactly. So remember, guys, you've never failed. Your plan failed. And sometimes your plan wasn't very well thought out. Your plan was, hey, I'm going to wing it and sort of try this. That was your plan. Well, that's not too good of a plan, is it? So your plan didn't work. And then you stopped trying. You quit. So just the goal here is to never quit your real estate. You're locked in. If you put in, if you keep coming to brunch with Brian and you keep putting in 4 hours a week, that's never quitting. Okay. At least 4 hours a week. That to me means you're not quitting and you're going to succeed because you're going to keep sticking to it. Failure. Oh, okay. Failure face planning is the best education. Yeah. And guys, failure is a lot better teacher than success sometimes. Okay. So if you mess something up, you don't just say, oh, I messed that up, I quit. No, when you mess something up, you look at it closely and you say, well, what went wrong? Why did that not work? And you figure it out and then you fix it, whatever it is. Okay. You just gotta, I need my glasses. Dissect the errors. Yes. Trial and error, reverse engineer. Yes. And don't be your own worst enemy. Move forward. Yes. Engineer yourself. Great comment. That's a lot of good stuff in there, Isabel. I thought that was Tony because Tony always has super long comments. Where are you, Tony? All right. So guys, this was a great session today. I want you to take this seriously. It's just a quiz, but it's indicative of where you're at and it's important and you can improve in every area. And those are the areas that lead to success. So those are the areas I want you to focus on and I want you to try to improve in. Okay, now if you wrote 10 down for something, we're cranking it up to 11. Did you guys see Spinal Tap? That's one of my very funny comedy movie. Let's crank it up to 11. All right, so let's take it to 55 instead of 50. Okay, so let's really kick butt and focus on those things and increase our talents in all those areas, our skills and all that. So let's do a commitment one. I am a real estate winner. That's one of my favorites. And let's do that one today. I am a real estate winner. 3 times on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I am a real estate winner. I am a real estate winner. I am a real estate winner. Yes. All right. Way to go, guys. Let's do our deep breathing. Nice deep breath in. Oh, that feels good. Let it go. Okay. Another deep breath in. Big smile, always a big smile. Gets your day really kicked off great or continued in a wonderful way. One more. Oh, real deep. Oh, that feels good. I like to hold it for a little bit and then relax your shoulders and your neck when you exhale. Awesome. That's a good physical invigoration for every day. So let's have a great, wonderful Thursday. Let's gear up. Let's make our calls today. Let's get to our 20 calls. Don't leave them all for the weekend. And let me know, guys, how everything's going. If you got deals cooking, I want to hear about it. So, all right, I will see you all tomorrow at this same Wolf time, same Wolf channel. You know what that's a play off of, guys? The old Batman show. It's this same bat time, same bat channel. Okay, so it's the Wolf time, Wolf channel. 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. So I will see you tomorrow. Until then, keep expecting success, getting awesome training from the Wolf Couple, and taking action. Absolutely. Always take action.